Hi, my name is Rama Shakake, and I'm here to talk to you about your edSeed campaign photos. edSeed is the crowdfunding platform at the VIP.fund. It is intended for students who are looking to raise funds for their higher and continued education. It is often said that a picture is worth 1,000 words, so you want to select photos that represent you and that tell the story or complement the story that you are trying to tell in your campaign. So when you choose a photograph, consider your brand and the story you're telling and ask yourself, does this photo represent me? Does it add value to my story? You also want to consider what emotions are you eliciting from your viewer. We've provided an emotion meter. This gives you the different range of emotions that usually are expressed, and you want to select the one that represents both what's happening in the story that you're telling in your campaign, and it also is an accurate representation of the emotions you want to elicit from your viewer. There are 3 places on edSeed that your photos will appear. 1 is your campaign profile, 2 your campaign story updates, and 3 on the edSeed homepage banner. Your profile photo is what the donors will see on social media and when they land on your campaign page. It's usually a headshot. It's your head and your shoulders. It's an up-close and personal photo. You want it to represent you as much as possible. We'd like for you to be smiling in the photo, to make it inviting for the donors to learn more about you. And the dimensions are, it's a square photo, so it's 400 by 400 pixels minimum. Story update photos are action-packed. They're landscape photos, so they're wider. They're 1600 by 900 pixels, and you usually are using them to tell additional facts about yourself, your activities, and what's happening in your life. So they would include other people, your friends, your family, your co-workers, or fellow students. Lastly, we select certain photos to place them on the home page of the edSeed website. And we're usually looking for high quality photos that are very expressive, that are also landscape, means they're wider. And we are also looking for off-centered photos where the subject of the photo, whether it's you or a group of people like you and your friends, are to the left or to the right of the photo, allowing us to place text on the right or the left where the subject doesn't appear. And the dimensions are, again, 1600 by 900 pixels. We'd like you to pay attention to the quality of the photo. So the resolution has to be a minimum of 72 pixels per inch. Avoid the photos looking grainy like the one that appears in this slide. You also want to make sure that the photos are not stretched or cropped in a way that leaves the viewer thinking, what is it that I'm not seeing in this photograph? The size is best when it's small because you don't want people waiting for the photo to download because it's a large photo. So 125 kilobytes is what we usually recommend. Lighting is very important. You want to make sure that you are in natural sunlight is best. If there is a light source, make sure that it's in front of you, not behind you. Avoid shadows. Or avoid appearing in shadows, so behind blinds or behind the shadow of a person or a tree. That's usually not recommended. And lastly, pay attention to the overall look and feel of the photo, making sure that there isn't a lot of background noise. That means the background is simple. It doesn't overcome the subject of the photo, and that is you. You are the focus of the photograph. And then make sure that you're shooting the photo at the level of the subject, so not higher where the subject is looking up or lower where the subject is looking down. And make sure that the color scheme is visually pleasing. This concludes our presentation on photography. For more information, you can visit edseed.me, the campaign resource page.